Yeah, really happy, really glad to be able to present this morning, this afternoon, depend where you are. What we do at the Uapishka station. So it's really the goal is really to showcase a bit less to go in protocols and detail and permit, but what we do as a unique research station, like you will see in my presentation. So I'm the research manager for the Uapishka station, but I'm mostly working with the Manicouagan Uapishka Biosphere Reserve. So it's a UNESCO affiliate. Non-profit organization, but more a bit on that uh, in few minutes, second. Yeah, just to put you in, provide some international context. The Uapishka station, so the red pin, we are located right in the middle of the boreal forest of northern Quebec, so eastern Canada, so the French part of Canada in Quebec. This territory is home of the Innu First Nation, so not to be confound with the Inuit in the Arctic. More specifically, it is the community of the Innu of Pessamit, whose Nitassinan, so traditional territory, covers almost the entirety of the biosphere reserve yeah, territory. So the thick red line you see on the red map, and the station is just beside the Manicouagan crater, so the eye of Quebec. So the station is also situated on a territory with historical and contemporary occupation for several Innu family groups. So you can see on the right map, so it's all family name from Pessamit community. Before the submergement of the lake, the reservoir, so they used to go there in the winter. Each family has had it's part of the territory, but with the development of hydroelectricity dams in the 60s and 70s, a vast portion of their ancestral land was submerged. So it's still an issue. It's still part of the of the background context with Innu communities, with Pessamit community, and I'm talking about hydrodiversity, but also, there's also forestry, which has a strong and huge impact on this land. So it's always in the background, always in the context of how the research is implemented in this part of Quebec and this part of Canada. Um, so the Uapishka station was co-founded in 2016 and is still co-managed between the Pessamit Innu Council and the Manicouagan Uapishka Biosphere Reserve. So this is quite unique. So this is an indigenous business. So there's an indigenous status linked with that. We are kind of affiliated with a university, but we like it's not a building owned by a university. So we do collaboration, but it's really owned between the Innu community and that my nonprofit organization. So the mission of the station is to support scientific research on climate change, biodiversity, and ecological balance, to provide logical base for researchers and field professionals, but also to foster, let's say, integrated approach combining science and traditional Innu knowledge. And fun fact, more than 80% of the staff working at the station are Innu. So when you come, because it's open, you can visitor and tourists can book as well at the station. It's not only a research station, but when you come, it's speaking in Innu, which is quite unique in Quebec. Yeah. And for the new community for Pessamit, it's not only a research facility, it's also a place to reconnect with the land. It's not really close of the community. We are about 4 an hour of driving from Pessamit. Seems not too far, but it is far. It's also a symbol of cultural and territorial reclamation. Elders feel a deep connection with their ancestral land. And for a younger generation, it's a place to discover or rediscover who they are and where they belong in with their Innu heritage. So we're quite happy to be able to provide that type of installation and context to the community. And if we jump right in the middle of the subject, so how the station helps to bridge a gap between researcher and in new priorities. Well, uh, we develop together with partners a research need guide. So this guide helps researchers to understand the Innu community priorities, to find opportunities to build projects together and include Indigenous knowledge and community members in research activities. Some example in the guide. So the Pessamit community said we want researchers focusing on small berries because it's important for us. There's no studies on that. The effect on climate change on small berries in alpine habitat. It's important for us. We want some researcher to work on that. Other will be the wildlife of the intestine. So in our case, Attic. So the caribou. It's really important for Innu people. It was in the heart of their cultural practice, but because of decline of population, they can't hunt caribou anymore. So it's really important. So the goal of the guide was to make a list, let's say a list of subject important for communities. And so when researchers had an idea of what kind of project they want to do at the station, but they can link some objective with the objective of the committee, and then after that to contact Pessamit and discuss how they can modify their research to include this Innu vision, and also how to bring people from the community with them on the field. So it's really important, and we also have a guideline on how to do research with the Quebec Nordic Institute as well, include in the guide. The station also plays a broader role on the land. It serves as a permanent logical base, so a base camp for the territorial ranger. It's quite unique that the government of Quebec has given the mandate for to the community to survey, monitor, and patrol the land, this part of the land around the station. So this is an active presence on the ground to strengthen the protection of flora, fauna, and sensitive habitat. And finally, for today, the station is also a living showcase of Innu culture, which is called Inuitum, for researcher and visitors alike. Like I was saying, some great example are the bilingual trail, interpretive trail that we co-design with the Pessamit community. It tells the story of the territory now submerged beneath the Manicouagan Reservoir and the indigenous knowledge connected to them. So it's in Innu and in French. We bring also high school students from the community, as well from non-Indigenous community to the station. They are accompanied by a new guide and with one biologist. So the goal is to help them discover this part of their Nitassinan and to inspire some of them to pursue studies in environmental field. It was one issue that Niklas was explaining a bit earlier. So we do that at the station as well. So yeah, in summary, it's pretty much it. Just to showcase you what we do as a station link with Indigenous research on our land. So it's Nashkmitzin. Thanks a lot.